Welcome back, everyone, to the Texarkana Bandits Dynasty here on College Football 26. And it is the final week of the season. Well, for us, that is. Last game on the road against Appalachian State. And what's fun about this game the most? Loser is the worst team in the Sun Belt. Hands down. That's just how it ends. There is a chance that we are not the worst in the Sun Belt. There is a small chance. But we got to win. You see your college football playoff bracket as of now. I don't know how much that's going to change by the time we get to the offseason, but we'll see how much it changes in the offseason. As for how the Sun Belt has shaken out this season, we are all the way at the bottom. 3-8 on the year, 1-6 in conference play. However, Appalachian State's 4-7, also 1-6. So if we win, we're 2-6 and better than the Mountaineers of Appalachian State. Keep that in mind. That's why, in my opinion, it's the biggest game on the schedule when it comes to who's good and who's not. Luckily, we don't have to worry about a conference game. We don't have to worry about anything like that. This is just to talk all the shit we want to App State. That's about it. They do have a couple big injuries. Their defensive tackles are very banged up, and they will be without their will linebacker. But they do have their biggest offensive weapon in Kanye Roberts. He will be their biggest weapon and their biggest playmaker to really make us pay. And he's a pretty damn good running back. Do not get me wrong. His carrying is his weakness, but he can still do just about anything with that ball in his hands, and he's had a very good season with 711 yards on the ground and 10 rushing touchdowns, just under 4 yards a carry. He has had 2 fumbles this season as well. Defensively, it's cornerback Ethan Johnson. I will expect him to be on whomever the top receiver may be. Doug Falcon, I would assume most of the day, maybe even switching sides every so often. But he is going to be the top guy to be wary of on their defensive front. Hopefully, though, we won't have to worry about him. He's only got 1 pick on the year, 1 tackle for loss and 43 tackles. So he can get the job done when trying to bring down the ball carrier. We know that much. As let's go to Boone, North Carolina, as it is App State, and winner takes all for bragging rights of not being the worst in the Sun Belt. That is the importance of this game. It's not a bowl game. It's not a conference title. None of that. It's all about just not being the worst. And we are off in this one as the Bandits are going to begin with it. Monty on the return. His last game as a Bandit, and he gets up to about the 25. So Frankie Rowan, they may be showing him. He will not see much, if any, playtime today. Just got to give some chances to the backups and keep Frankie healthy for next season. So it's going to be a lot of number 37 there, Ryunosuke Woods, as that one's off the mark, though, intended on the screen for Falcon. And, of course, senior Channing Bain playing his last game as a Bandit and getting some help there with a nice block to open room for a first down run. First down and 10 for Hamilton. See if he can end the year on a good note. Plenty of time, and it runs out. Looked like he had guys open, just did not connect with them. And that's all on me. 2nd and 18. Looking to throw over the middle. Giuseppe Rocco picks up 9. Gets half of what they need. Can they get the other half, though, on 3rd down? Hamilton looking to throw. Plenty of time. That one too low for Neptune Rollins, I believe, or Monty. As we go now to App State and their offense. Saw the impact players for us. Sullivan Davids had a very good year and has even usurped Buddy Gordon, getting that impact player star under him. It's an 8-yard pickup off the bat for App State to begin. They go to the play action here, and a deep shot is incomplete. King Warwick in coverage. The senior corner playing his last game as a Bandit, as down goes Roberts. 1st and 10. It's another handoff to Roberts. This time it's Sullivan David who got there. Buddy Gordon got the tackle beforehand. 2nd and 6. And it's a screen that cannot set up quick enough. Incomplete. 3rd down and 6 now. As could be a chance for a big stop for the Bandits defense early. QB keeper, and he's going nowhere. Mars Milano on the stop. And this is a choice early for App State. They are kind of in no man's land as that one falls incomplete. And it's going to bring out the Texarkana offense with great field position to begin at the 45. Hand off to Ryunosuke Woods in his 2nd game of action and a new set of downs. 1st and 10. Bain gets the handoff. He's going to find a bit of room for a gain of 3, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 7. Now Hamilton out of the gun here. Takes the snap, looks to throw. It's a screen for Woods. Couple blocks and a 1st down. And this is a banged up Falcon. Luckily, this one wouldn't be too bad for him. He'd come back in this one. 1st and 10. Looking to throw underneath. That's Rocco. Giuseppe Rocco with his 2nd catch already today. And 87, you'll see the young guy who's come in for Falcon. That is Jean-Christophe Piove, I believe. I have not looked up how to pronounce that because he hasn't gotten much play time. That's the freshman receiver if you see 87 at all. 3rd and 1. Handoff goes to Bain. Bain's got the 1st and more as that's got him at the 14. 1st and 10. Bain in the backfield still. It's play action off of him. And a quick throw there to McBath. Picks up 5. And now Monty banged up. That would, I believe, be the end for Monty this game. And the end of his Bandits career. I don't believe we saw any more of Monty in this ball game. As this is a catch by Neptune Rollins. And a good run down to the goal line. As 1st and goal from the goal line. Hamilton flips it. And Bain not going to have a problem. He is in. Touchdown Bandits. They strike first. And that could be Channing Bain's final rushing touchdown as a Bandit. But a good start for the Bandits as they get their first lead of the day on their 2nd drive of the day. And now their defense just needs to keep doing their thing. Play action, and they do their thing. Burton Lavelle, the senior, picking up the sack. Maybe his last sack as a Bandit. So the Bandits get a touchdown, follow that up with a great sack by Lavelle, and things are just going their way today. Great way to end the year if you can capitalize off this. 2nd and 18. It's a handoff to Roberts. Roberts has a lot of room to work with, and he's going to get him near the new set of downs. That's a 3rd and 4. Now quite manageable as the Bandits show blitz. They drop back. And down he goes. It's a sack for Eldridge. The junior picks up a sack as well. Good start for this Bandits offense and defense now. Thimba Eldridge adding on to Burton Lavelle's sack. And now 50 seconds remain in the 1st quarter. As Texarkana already with a 7-0 lead. And Bain finds room somehow. Stiff arms a man. That'll be, they say no to a new set of downs. As Douglas Falcon banged up. And we'll wait to see this injury. 2nd and 1. Hamilton in the pistol. Hand off to Bain. He'll have the first and more. Cut it back in there. And that's going to get them a new set of downs as that takes us to the end of the first quarter. 7-0. Bandits on top. And Channing Bain is having a fantastic day on the ground. And really, this team entirely is having a good day right now. They just don't want to be the worst as the second quarter begins. Hamilton in the gun with Ryunosuke Woods. And the flip to Woods does not work out. And Douglas Falcon will not return. A pulled groin ends Falcon's season here in the last game of the year. Sadly, no more snaps for him. As Woods, though, making his snaps work out as that's another nice first down off the screen. So that's two wideouts who are no longer on the field. Monty and Falcon no longer there. You've got Giuseppe Rocco, number 1. You've got Neptune Rollins, number 8. And Jean-Christophe Poivet at number 87. Those are your receivers to remember. And, of course, Inaba, number 4, and McBath, 25. 3rd and 8. Can Hamilton make a play? He'll connect with Rollins for the first down. So they are in field goal range now. 1st and 10. Hand off to Bain. Right up the middle he goes, and that's a new set of downs. Why do they block so well for this man? 1st and 10. Hamilton. Quick throw, caught Rocco, and Giuseppe Rocco is in. Touchdown Bandits, and that is a 2-possession lead. We're too used to being down 2 possessions. I don't know how this team's going to react to this. It's about to be 14-0 Bandits. Who saw that coming? And wait a minute, extra point? Oh. Okay, well, it's 13-0. It's still a 2-possession ball game. We'll take it. Missed extra point. Who needs those? Nobody needs extra points, right? As Kanye Roberts decides to burn the defense, just running right through them there for the biggest play of the day for the Mountaineers. 1st and 10. This one caught in the flats. That's going to be a nice gain. Gain of 6. 2nd and 4. Tight end in motion here. Roberts still in the backfield as they go play action. And Eldridge was confused. That leads to a throwaway and incomplete. So 3rd down and 4. Out of the gun. Quick throw. That's caught. And Fabian could not get the breakup, so a new set of downs. As the blitz is sent, tight end makes the catch, and Little Mac makes the tackle at least. 2nd and 2. App State looking like they're going to get some points on the board as Little Mac can't make the tackle, and that right there will be the first points on the board for App State. They take Roberts out of the game and they get points. Maybe that's what happens for them. Maybe Kanye Roberts isn't the answer, even though he broke off for a giant run for them. Who knows? Either way, Rashad gets the touchdown for him. And it is a 6-point bowl game with 6:17 left to go before we head to half. Who will be the ultimate losers? The question, as Ryunosuke Woods, though, picks up 5. Seen a lot of positive out of him in this game. That's something to look brightly on, win or lose. As a check down here to Channing Bain, he's going to have the first down, and I'm going to miss him more and more next season. Hamilton in the gun. He's on fire, too. The words of NBA Fire. He's on fire. 2nd and 5 now after the catch by Inaba. Hand off to Bain. Bain bounces off a man and has just about enough for the first. I'd say he got the first down looking at the mark, but what do I know? As they hand off to Ryunosuke, and Woods has it. First down. Right to midfield. Now it's a new set of downs. And it is a screen here that does not work for Rollins. 2nd and 10. Hand off to Bain. They were ready for that one, though. The Mountaineers stuff them. And it's a big 3rd down and 10 now. Looking to throw. Underneath, caught Rollins. He got a good block from Woods, and that springs him into the red zone for the biggest play of the day. There we go, the biggest play by Neptune Rollins today, and he is arguably the #1 receiver right now. As Hamilton keeps a hold of that one, just slides down safely as his right tackle, though. Geraldo Lupo is banged up. It's been a long season, and everybody is feeling it now. 2nd and 5. Hamilton, been protected pretty well today, though. So he's got time, finds Rollins, and Rollins is in. Touchdown, Bandits. They give up a touchdown. They respond with a touchdown. It's the 2nd passing touchdown of the day. First, Giuseppe Rocco, then Neptune Rollins. These are names, at least some of them, you might not be familiar with. Has a great catch and run here, and the linebacker, I just don't think wanted to tackle him. I thought we had awareness problems, not as much as going for 2. What a catch! Channing Bain on the dive. So they make up for the missed extra point with a 2-point conversion. And now, with a minute and a half, App State trying to make something happen, and Sullivan Davis nearly had the first pick in school history. $1:34 left in the half, as that is caught and will be shy of the mark. Clock keeps ticking. The App State moves quickly. They've got him trapped now in this formation. As looking to run away with it, the quarterback just drops at the feet of his intended target. So a new set of downs and drive here for the Bandits, as Woods set up on the screen again. He's had 2 good ones before that. This one's not bad itself. Gain of 7. 2nd down and 3 now. Can we at least get into field goal range? That'd be nice. As deep shot, it's dropped by McBath. He had his hands on it. Had a step on the linebacker, couldn't finish the job. But let's see if they can close it out, as Rollins was the intended target there, but well over his head and incomplete. 48 seconds before we head to half. App State, though, with all 3 timeouts, and Kanye Roberts with a big play. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. This one into the flats for Roberts again. And that's going to be another 1st down, stopping the clock getting out of bounds. All 3 timeouts still for the Mountaineers. As this one is caught, that'll be their 1st timeout. 2nd down and 5 now. As looking to throw, it is caught in the middle of a group of defenders, and that is their 2nd timeout. 25 seconds left, 1 timeout remaining for the Mountaineers to add points to the board. This one's caught and out of bounds. Gain of 9. Stops the clock, saves the last timeout for if they want to kick a field goal possibly. As that is just going to be a keeper by the quarterback. They go with their last timeout with 16 seconds. So they're going to need something in the end zone here. To the end zone, it's caught. Touchdown Mountaineers, and App State makes it a 1-possession game before half. Jaden Barnes makes the play, and we might be looking at the bottom 2 teams in the Sun Belt, but at least we got a ball game heading into halftime. 21-14. Bandits are on top, and they've looked pretty good. They've run the ball well. They've thrown the ball well. They've done everything well so far on offense. The defense just has to keep playing extremely solid. Let's talk recruiting, though, because Eric Bordeaux, it's a fight. the Ohio Bobcats have gotten into the fight, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. D'Angelo Coco, on the other hand, it's a one-man show with the Bandits being the only team showing any interest in him. That's a bit surprising, but we are not going to argue. And Greg Slay is another one that right now it is just the Bandits. I'm very worried, though, a team's going to get involved in the offseason there, and we're going to lose them because of it. Speaking of a fight, Robert Ojeda still fighting with us and Louisiana Tech right now. We'll see how that goes. More than likely in the offseason, as Rashad Hill is a name to keep in mind now, a 3-star athlete that's been added to the board. Could be a guy that maybe finds his way with nobody interested. As it's 21-14, Bandits on top for now. Can we keep going as well as we have been? Second half of action here. 1st and 10. Mountaineers start with the football here. They scored to end the half, and they start with a good catch here in between Milano and Fabian. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. This one's caught. The tight end gets taken down by Gordon, but it's close to a new set of downs. 2nd and 1. Man in motion. They hand off Roberts. He's got room. Dragged down by Sullivan David, luckily, before he broke that one for a touchdown. 1st and 10. Roberts again has more room. He's caught by Fabian there. And luckily, it wasn't a 1st down, but it's 2nd and 1 now. Hand off again. Roberts. Kanye getting everything here for them. 1st down and 10. Hand off to Roberts again. This time he stopped quickly. It was Gordon and Mack both getting there. 2nd and 9. It's a bubble screen, but well defended. Both Irvin Lamar and Fabian getting there. And it's a QB keeper this time around on 3rd down, and that one doesn't work as well. Milano was the first man there, as App State going to have to settle. Kicks up. It's good, and they will cut into the lead a bit more, but it's still a 4-point ball game. We'll take it. Lead still intact for Texarkana. Okay, Hamilton, what have you got left in the tank this season? They've had a good day. It's 21-17, and they start with Ryunosuke Woods on the ground. He finds nothing. We might have to rely on that air raid offense, essentially, as Woods can't find much here. 3rd down and 8. Gonna need something through the air to pick up this first. They go underneath. That is Poivet, or however you pronounce it. I do not know. I did not look it up, and I should have. I forgot to. But Jean-Christophe has not seen a lot of time this season. I believe this is one of his first games of actual action. So, yeah, he will be seeing the red shirt. I don't believe many of our freshmen saw more than 4 games of action. 2nd and 10. Hamilton takes the snap, hands off to Bain, and he's going to have 4 yards there. That'll at least make it a little more manageable on 3rd down and 6. Can they pick the first up? It's Neptune Rollins, and he's got it. He's having a great day. The underneath stuff working right into his wheelhouse. 1st down and 10. It's another screen set up for Woods, and he's going to have 4. Very good positive yardage off the screen game for Ryunosuke Woods today. I think we know exactly what he's good at now, as Channing Bain tried to get into the hole, but it closed quick. 3rd down and 4. Another big 3rd down. And underneath, it was deflected away from Inaba. McBath looked more open on the other side. We were going to go to the underneath. Either way, it's App State football, and it's back to Roberts on the ground. He's over 100 yards on the day today. 2nd and 6. Hand off to Roberts. He's got room, but he's shy of the mark there. Tried to make a move instead of just going for the marker. It's 3rd down and 1. QB keeper. This time they pick up the 1st down. So last play probably of the 3rd quarter here. It's a read option and nowhere to go. Good tackle there as that takes us to the 4th and final quarter of action. 21-17. Bandits on top, but it's getting sweaty. It's getting sweaty right now. It shouldn't be. We're too late in the year for it to be getting sweaty. We should be getting colder as the year goes on. 2nd and 9. To start the 4th quarter of action. It's a hell of a throw, but an incomplete catch. Buddy Gordon on the hit. 3rd and 9. Big 3rd down. Pressure coming. Down he goes. Guess who? It's Sterling. The freshman defensive tackle has looked amazing. The fact that I got lucky with this guy being a freshman, we couldn't have asked for a better guy to be labeled a freshman on this defensive front, I think. 1st and 10. Texarkana. A touchdown might just seal this thing away. Possibly. They do definitely need points as Ryunosuke Woods can only pick up 1 on his last carry. They're going to try and kill some of this clock. Screenplay here. That's Poivet. 3rd and 4. Manageable at least. And they managed to pick it up. Those the question. That one's caught. Poivet again. Jean-Christophe having a day. 1st and 10. They've got a new set of downs at their own 45. Screen not set up at all. Bain was dead in the water from the get-go. And that's going to bring up 2nd and 17. I think you need to get Jean-Christophe back in the fold here as Neptune Rollins, though, picks up 7. So back to the original line. 3rd down and 10. You have a big play in the arsenal. This one's caught. Giuseppe Rocco is close. So the offense stays out there. We saw App State do this early in the game. Now Texarkana late in the game. This one's caught. Shaq McBath. New set of downs. And the drive stays alive. 1st and 10. Hamilton the gun. It's play action off of Bain. Quick throw to Shaq. And he's going to pick up a couple. 2nd and 7. And the clock is becoming an enemy for App State right now. You got to love to see that. As nowhere to go for Ryunosuke. 3rd and 10. And time ran out there as they had to punt it away and at least pin them deep inside their own 15 as Roberts tries to get a couple yards. He gets 2. Clock is the enemy for App State right now. They go play action. This one is caught, and Irvin making the tackle there. Irvin Lamar with the tackle that essentially saved a touchdown. Hand off to Roberts. If you're having Troy flashbacks, I'm not surprised, because it does feel a lot like the Troy game. We have the lead late, but it could go away in a second, as Burton Lavelle, I think, got mad at me for that one. Good tackle on Roberts. 3rd down and 13. And they get the big play. Well, there's Burton Lavelle shutting me up. There we go, the senior with his 2nd sack of the day. Trying to shut this game down, shutting me up in the process. And that is exactly what I want to see. Burton Lavelle making it a 4th and 20. And the offense for App State has to stay out there with 2 minutes to go. They do not send pressure. They back off. It's a deep shot. They've been burnt before, but that one's knocked away. King Warwick. And there we go with 2 minutes left. They just got to kill clock. They're in field goal range, which will make this a full-on touchdown ball game. 2nd and 10 after no gain by Bain. 2nd and 10. They go to the screen game. That's Jean-Christophe again. So there we go. A good day for the freshman. 3rd and 3. Hand off to Bain. Can he get it? He could not seal it. So they will have to settle. They missed an extra point earlier. Kicks up. And the bottle of liquor is good. Pellegrino with the good field goal makes it a touchdown ball game. So if you want a positive, right now, the worst that happens is probably overtime. With a $1:37, can the defense come through? As that's a hell of a sliding grab there. Moving quick are the Mountaineers. No timeouts in their favor. Underneath, that's going to be just enough for the first. So stops the clock for a second. As they get the snap off. And this is going to be a keeper for the quarterback. Irvin Lamar makes the tackle as clock continues to tick. A minute to go now in this. App State trying to make the recovery as there's Bikel Bouchard with the tackle. They've got under 50 seconds. Pressure coming. That one at the feet of Roberts, and this is the game for App State right here. 4th and 2. 42 seconds on the clock. They hand off to Roberts. He tries to go around. It doesn't work. All you had to do was run straight, kid, and it might have worked. Michael Turner must have taught him something there, right? As Jaden Hamilton had a very solid outing. And we are not the worst in the Sun Belt. That is Appalachian State. We are second to worst in the Sun Belt. We cap off the season with a win. And I cannot be mad at a 4-win season. I don't think anyone expected a 4-win season out of this team in year one. I certainly didn't. Hell, you heard Jonathan West say 1 win was the projection. That's what I truly believe. We came out and quadrupled that, and I will take it. And right now you're seeing the game stats. We will be going over the season stats as well. For anybody wondering, the offseason will be taking place either Friday or Saturday. There's a poll right now in the community tab here on the channel. Go check that out. Make sure you get your vote in if you want it on Friday night or Saturday afternoon. You can go ahead and vote there right now if you want to, or after you see the season stats and all the finishing touches, you know, all the nice little bits. But it was a good game nonetheless for this team. The defense played out of their mind great, especially late. I did not think they could cap it off for us, but a hell of a job by them. Season stats here, as it was a solid season for Hamilton. The 17 picks certainly is not something you want to see, but hey, when you're a terrible team, you're terrible. And I think he played half decent for what he was asked to do with a bad offensive line in front of him. Bain led us in rushing, but of course Rowan banged up a lot of the year. Big year for Shaq McBath with 537 receiving yards, and Falcons started to come along there late in the year with 331. Only 1 touchdown for Falcon, though. That I'm sure is going to go up next year with some development for him. And I do think Jean-Christophe is going to definitely see a spot in the starting lineup next year, given we are going to be losing a couple guys, I believe, at wide receiver. Offensive line. We're going to be losing a couple guys. We certainly didn't give up as many sacks as I thought we gave up, but it's going to be a new bunch there in the long run. Linebacker-wise, Buddy Gordon and Sullivan Davis are a hell of a tandem. And luckily, they'll be back next season. So that'll be a big plus for us. Sadly, Bikel Bouchard and Burton Lavelle, our 2 sack leaders, are not going to be back next year. Who we are getting back, though, is Sterling and his 8 sacks this season, which remarkable year for him. Certainly did not expect that. I'm excited to see what this defense looks like next year with more than likely a lot of returning faces. But that is going to be the end to Season 1 when it comes to games and everything else. We'll take a look at how the college playoffs go, how recruiting ends up for us, and everything else in the offseason. Remember, go vote on the community tab poll. And if you enjoyed, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will see you guys next time.